Good morning, everybody. Welcome to day 2 of HHS. Sorry for the late upload of this video. There were some questions that desperately needed to be answered from yesterday. So if you were having issues, for example, accessing the videos for yesterday's instructions, please see the Q&A video I posted about day 1 prior to this. Hopefully that will help you access yesterday's information. But we're going to kind of just keep on rolling here just to make sure we stay on track with the course. But keep on emailing me if you get stuck. Use those email contacts. Remember that if you need more of a one-to-one like kind of help session, we can do a Google Meet as well during my office hours, which are 8:30 a.m. until 10 a.m. Okay. But let's get on with the show. So for today's happenings, if you will, what's going to be going on is the following. So we're going to go into our Brightspace. As you can see here, the post isn't quite done yet just because I'm waiting for videos to buffer. But you will be going into content. And then from content, you're going to go to Unit 1. And we're going to be going to Activity 2, which don't know why that didn't open. So let's fix that here quickly. Content. All right. What's going on here? Activity 2. You should be visible. So you're going to be going into Activity 2 here. There we go. Would help if I was in the right unit. So you're going to be going into Activity 2. Once Activity 2 is open, it will bring up our topic of today of how do social scientists do their work through netiquette, roles, and norms. We're going to read over this minds-on. So social norms. So the word norm refers to standards or patterns, and it can be used in a variety of contexts. Social scientists study behavior, and therefore, when discussing norms in social science, they are referred to as social norms. Social norms refer to expected patterns of behavior in particular situations and may vary by culture and change over time. For instance, it would be expected that brides in Canadian culture would wear white on their wedding day. However, the social norm in China would be for a bride to wear a red gown. In Canadian society today, communication norms have changed and texting has become more socially acceptable. If you were to communicate with someone, the social norm indicates that you would likely text before picking up the phone to make a call. So you can reread over social norms, but you're going to read over social norms, social roles. Feel free to use this activity here to help you better understand. Social instructions, institutions of Canada, and then life without norms, roles, and social institutions is what you will need for the discussion post. So you're going to read that over. And then we're going to go into virtual society and so forth. Read over everything here, including the consolidation information, if you will, because that is going to be needed for your assignment. So once you are done going over that, if we go into the discussion post, I'm just going to switch it back to the student view here. So the discussion post for today, you will notice it should be open. Here we are, Activity 2. So you're going to discuss the following questions with your classmates. Share your thoughts and then respond to classmates' comments. Remember, when replying to a classmate, you can ask a question, make a comparison, explain why you agree, disagree with the post, or state something that surprised you. So throughout this activity, you have been introduced to norms, roles, and social institutions and have discussed their importance in society's functioning. Suggest one norm, role, or social institution that you think is very important in today's society and explain why. Then explain what would happen in a society without that norm, role, or institution. So for example, you may want to say hospitals, discuss the function or role of a hospital as an institution, and then discuss what would happen if we didn't have any hospitals in society anymore. You could even go to schools. You could also go into other areas. It's totally up to you. You do not have to do the suggestions that were given, okay? So that is your discussion post. That is that. And then if we go to assignments, you should be able to see the second assignment, which will be opening at 11:45 a.m. today on communicating results using infographics. But just for the sake of this video, I will open up the assignment here just so we can see what the instructions say together for those who like more of a verbal walkthrough. So activity 2 here. So in this assignment, you will apply the information on etiquette and expectations for behavior in a one-page infographic. So you will be using the information found on under content. So your task is to communicate all the information you gathered in etiquette, norms, roles, and social institution table and explain how these information items impact monitoring, using, and enforcing etiquette guidelines. This means you will create a etiquette information page that is a balance between text and visuals. Infographics are communication tools that make it easy for the reader to skim and understand information. So before you begin, if you click this link, you'll see the content Unit 1 Activity 2 on infographics. So that link should, I believe, take you to here. And then we have an explanation of what is an infographic. So it's a way to present information in a visual manner that is easy to read. There are many ways to create an infographic, including hand-drawn or computer-generated. And there are 5 free infographic making sites down below here. I highly suggest Canva. It's free and it usually links well with any school account. I've never had an issue with it in either my online or in-person classes. With Canva though, you do just want to be careful that you don't use premium features. Premium features are usually well marked with, I think it's a little crown in the corner. You can use Google Charts, PictoCharts, or the following bottom ones of Infogram or Venngage. It's totally up to you, okay? If you would like to see an example of an infographic, if we look here on our activity link under content, they do show quite a few different examples of what an infographic can look like, okay? So hopefully those instructions will help you guide your way through our second activity today. And once again, if you run into any questions, please reach out through Gmail. Have a great day, and I'm here if you need anything.